Although exactly why and how lightning occurs is a little contentious, it is generally agreed that lightning happens between the downdrafts and updrafts of thunderstorms. Lighter particles move upwards to the top of the cloud and become positively charged, while bulkier ones descend toward the bottom of the cloud and become negatively charged. When this differential buildup of charge grows large enough, lightning is released between these regions. In reality, most of the lightning takes place within the cloud, but some bolts do find their way out and descend to the ground, which can cause fires, injuries, and general mayhem. Lightning is not only bright, but also very hot. The temperature of lightning is a whopping 27,000 degrees Celsius. To put that in perspective, that temperature is nearly 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. When lightning strikes, it often burns the surrounding air due to its extreme temperatures. Lightning can also carry over 1 billion joules of energy. As electrical power is equal to energy per unit time, the power that it exudes is also humongous. A high amount of energy is deposited in just a fraction of a second.
Acid rain is any form of precipitation with high levels of nitric and sulfuric acids. It can occur in the form of snow, fog, and even dry materials that settle to Earth. Most acid rain is caused by human activities. When people burn fossil fuels, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the atmosphere. These gases react with water, oxygen, and other substances to form sulfuric and nitric acid. Winds may spread these acidic solutions over hundreds of miles. After it falls to Earth, acid rain enters water systems as runoff and sinks into the ground. This can make water toxic to crayfish, clams, fish, and other aquatic animals. The rest of the food chain, including non-aquatic species such as birds, is often affected as well. Acid rain also harms forests by damaging trees' leaves, robbing the soil of essential nutrients, and making it hard for trees to take up water. By designing cleaner power plants and using fewer fossil fuels, we can reduce the number of pollutants that create acid rain.
Blood types are inherited, just like you inherit your eye color or your hair texture. So you get a gene from each parent, and that determines what the child's blood type is going to be.
There's 4 different blood types?
There is. There's type A, type B, type AB, and type O. And the only difference is what sugar molecule is added to that point. There are some studies that show that the reason the A, B, O, and AB have been distributed the way they were was because of forces that they think are primarily connected to the organism that causes malaria. It turned out to be that people who had type O were actually able to survive an attack of malaria. It appeared that the malaria organism was more readily able to attach to red cells that were type A or type B and actually kill those patients before they had a chance to reproduce. Those people who had type O actually would get sick but wouldn't die and had an opportunity to reproduce, and that's how the gene goes forward. And then if you look at a map of where malaria is now and where the different peoples are, you can see that the type O has followed areas where there's malaria. A and B has gone to colder climates where malaria wasn't a problem. And then AB was just a combination of the races.
But what exactly is evolution, and how does it work? Evolution is the net change in organisms or a population over the span of many generations. We can break this definition into 2 parts: the net change in organisms or a population, and one that occurs over the span of many generations. The first part reveals what and where these changes happen, the mechanisms of evolution, like natural selection. The second part tells us 2 things: the time it takes for organisms to change, and, less obviously, that the process involves reproduction. DNA, heritability, and change. The core of evolution is the change in organisms, and the first place to investigate this change is the DNA. DNA is the blueprint of all life. Its sequence is composed of 4 letters that bond in specific ways: A to T and C to G. Small sections of the DNA sequence, called genes, code for certain traits, like eye color or blood group. Genes can come in a variety of flavors, meaning that the gene for eye color can code for blue eyes, or brown eyes, or even green eyes. Each of us possess a unique combination of these genes, giving some of us brown eyes with blonde hair, or blue eyes with brown hair.
With 60% of the human population set to be living in urban areas by 2030, and pressure on regional and national power grids continuing to grow, a number of cities are now turning towards localized energy production for new developments. As the name suggests, microgrids are small-scale electrical networks that operate independently or in tandem with large-scale electrical supplies. While many national and regional electrical grids are now powered in part by renewable energy, the majority still depend on nuclear and fossil fuels to deliver the bulk of their power. Conversely, microgrids make heavy use of renewables, such as photovoltaics and wind turbines, to generate energy for use within a specific building or development. This enables them to power their systems and operate without adding to the demands of the wider electrical network. On-site energy production and storage can enable a new development to become self-sufficient and help fill in the gaps that can arise on overstretched electrical grids.
If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more PTE-related content. Don't forget to leave a comment below letting me know what you think, or if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I will meet you soon at our next video.